Blanco don't got to worry about Tommy because I'll put that little boy in a chokehold. I'll choke him out, trying to call me an informant. You don't know nothing about the Sud, my boy. You ain't even from the Double S. You from Tulare, bro, from Pixley, wherever the you from. You from the outskirts. Get out of here, bro. I'm from the Double S. Fool. I'm South Central. I'm in the land, fool. I'm from Paramount. I'm saying I live in South Central, fool. I'm out here, fool. Don't play with me. Take your ass back to Tulare. Come find something. You gonna find something. Put your ass in a little chokehold. Fuck ass little boy. Playing with me. Trying to call me an informant. Show me some paperwork. Everybody knows Tommy Gunz is a fake ass wannabe essay that should have ran black. That's scared of the Nortes, running around looking goofy as. Don't play with me, dog. Don't play with me, cause I'll really put that little boy in a chokehold. I'll really put his head right here. Put him in a chokehold. Like, don't play with me, little boy. I'll turn him to my Tommy Gunz. I'll turn him to my celly in jail. You'll be my bitch. I'll have you on a leash. Can Superman in the floor. I'll lube him up real nice.
Boing. Oh, we, right? Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. Psh, like Swifty with some bad habits. Bye up. Bye up. Let's get to this intro. And fast. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. And I'm going to tell you who don't appreciate shit, and that's Swifty. He don't appreciate the fact that Tommy Gunz disrespected him and called him every letter of a snitch, right? Allegations. He said there's allegations on that man, and that man went off. Man, we got to dissect a number of things because Swifty Sud gang, he's not playing with Tommy Gunz, right? I don't say Tommy Buns, man. I think that's childish. But at the same time, Tommy Gunz, aka fucking cameras, aka flick it up, aka back that ass up, right? Let me tell you something right now. Swifty Blue from the Double S, that's it. Right, not Swifty Red, Swifty Blue went in on Tommy Gunz. Man, he went all in and every inch, right? He went in. And according to what he just said, his in is different, right? If they ever sell up together, woo-wee, someone's going to go in. Someone might even check in. So we all know Swifty Blue. There's a lot of people that have made allegations on his integrity. They have questioned his integrity as far as, is he a righteous individual? Is there paperwork floating around on Swifty Blue? And look, I'm going to be totally honest with you. He wouldn't have pulled up to Hood Stocks. He wouldn't have pulled up to all these different podcasts. He wouldn't be out in them LA streets, you know what I'm saying, promoting fucking bootleg t-shirts and eating tacos and going to Burger King and going wild, right? He wouldn't be doing all that if there was something that he was scared of. Okay, we all know that 19 individuals got caught up on a case behind Swifty Blue's name, but was there ever any documentation or paperwork that said Swifty Blue told on anyone, or was it just recorded phone conversations that got people caught up? Look, according to the streets, according to what I've seen and what everyone else has seen, there is no paperwork floating around on Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue has always kept his muzzle on lock. I got to respect him for that. He ain't never said nothing about nothing. Just went, did his little time in LA County Jail, took his little DP, the way he had to take it on the chin, got out and got to business, right? And is getting swolled up. He's ready for you, Tommy. Now, Tommy Gunz is a different animal. He's a different story. He's an upstate South Sider, not a sureño ese. We're not even going to go there. He's an upstate South Sider who has now found himself in the LA area, mobbing in his steel toes, headed for the murder show, right? He's trooping around with a gang of sureños and South Siders from LA, from the southern side, not the other side, right? From the check-in land. He's over there in LA just mobbing around with these youngsters, doing his thing, trying to get at your baby mama, right? Now, in the meantime, in between time, I said it a long time ago, I have a deep history of doing time with upstaters as well as Southsiders from the Sud, right? And I can tell you right now, in my experience, I'm not going to say the double S ain't represented all throughout California, because it definitely is. And there's some upstaters that'll peel your capwards backwards, right? But there has always been that difference of Sureños and Southsiders from Southern California when it pertains to dudes from up north that are from Southern neighborhoods, right? Now, there's some Southerners that'll say it doesn't matter. Hey, they're still homies if they represent the double S. When did that word come out, the double S? Wasn't it just Southside? But anyways, right? When you'll have dudes that'll be like, no, those are still homies and everything. I get it. They're embracing them. They're like, hey, fuck it, homies. That's their way of saying we're taking over everything. Yes, those are real homies. But I already said it a long time ago, having done time with real Southerners, they feel some type of way about dudes from up north. And it comes out when they're upset or angry. That's the go-to. And in this case, that was the go-to for Swifty Blue. He said, bro, how you going to be talking about double S business and all that when you ain't that? Sur Gang, you are from Pixley, California. The population of 11,097 people. You know, a Swifty got more people pulling up to a car wash to get autographs and hugs from him. Look, Tommy Gunz, no matter how he shakes it or he bakes it, he's always going to be from Tulare County. He's always going to be from Northern California. Now, I know he's going to say that ain't up north, that's central, and people are going to be like, it's the Central Valley. Let me explain some geography to you, okay, when it comes to gangs, because gangs in the actual map is different. See, on the actual map, he's actually right. Tulare County is located in the lower region of the Central Valley. The heart of the Central Valley being Stockton, Modesto, Merced, Madera, Fresno. That right there is where it ends. Everything after Fresno, when you start getting into Kings County, Tulare County, Kern County, all that, that now becomes the lower half of the Central Valley. Yes, still central, but the lower half of it. If you're looking at a map and you go directly across the middle, the cutoff line, right, it's going to be somewhere around the city of Fresno. And that, if you just went on straight geography, that's where it would be as far as Southern California, Northern California. But we all know everything goes across gang lines when you're a gang member, you know, real gang shit. Sur Gang, right? Norte Gang. The cutoff line is Delano. Delano on up is considered Northern California, however you want to fucking cut it. And Bakersfield on back is considered Southern California. That's just facts. That's just how it's always been. Hey, check me if I'm wrong, but anyone who's been banging since the 90s, 80s, they'll tell you, man, Bakersfield on down is considered Sur Gang, and up north is up north. And yes, you do have Southerners, upstaters. Why do you think they call themselves upstaters and not from Northern California? Because they know they're from up north, but they don't want to represent that shit. That's the facts. Tommy Gunz is from up north, like up north can be, and he has chose to run Sur Gang. Ain't no problem with that. Not at all. But when you're running around Southern California and you're disrespecting natives of Southern California, dudes who are really there, dudes who really have a name in the streets like Swifty Blue and others, and you're calling them snitches and you're just going based on and regurgitating things that you heard on the internet, bro, you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you're bringing all the Sureño out of Swifty, right? You're bringing all the South Side out of Swifty. And he had to say it straight up, like he's really from there. You are from Tulare County. You are from up north. And again, like I said, it always comes out when vatos get mad. I seen it in the youth authority. You know, I lightweight seen it in county jails and prison. Not necessarily as much in prison, because in prison, everybody is on their super serio shit, right? And they're hella fucking respectful and professional. But in places like the California Youth Authority, that's where I seen it the most. When I was in Nellis, Fred C. Nellis, there would be vatos from up north, from Sanger, from Atwater, from San Jose, from Salas, from Santa Cruz. These strongholds, these little mini pockets, man, in Northern California where Southsiders are present, right? And they would go to Fred C. Nellis, and man, I'm not going to lie to you, it was different for them. I'm not going to say they were catching the blues or getting jumped on because they were from up north, but they were definitely kept at a distance, especially by vatos from LA. Vatos from LA have always had an arrogance about themselves. Southerners from LA didn't like anybody that wasn't from the LA area. They might be cool as far as like, all right, but it was an all right. It wasn't an all right, it was an all right, okay? That's just the truth. Vatos from LA, whether it was Crip, Blood, North, I mean, excuse me, there ain't no fucking North over there in LA. Look, if Vatos getting all mad and shit. Calm down, Dodger fan. Relax. Look, Southsiders, right? They felt like they were the homeland of gangs, gangland, right? And that they started the shit because of gangs like 38th Street in the 20s, White Fence, and so on and so forth, right? Dogtown, all these different waters, Evergreen, that have been around for 100 fucking years. Okay. And that's the truth. The start of gang culture on the West Coast did start in Los Angeles, and there's no denying that, right? You know, up north, you got older barrios up north, like the Mission District, and of course, in San Jose, like Horseshoe, but even Horseshoe stems from LA. So that's just the facts, right? But when you see upstaters like Tommy Gunz, who's from Tulare County, who's from a small outskirt city surrounded by Norteños, you know, there's going to be people that fuck with him and say, hey, he left Tulare County because he didn't want that smoke. I'm not going to say that. I don't know what that little youngster was about. I don't know if his banging was immaculate or it was just an immaculate conception. I don't know, right? But the facts are he comes from a small migrant town where the only thing located is a gas station, a hamburger stand, a taco truck, and some migrant workers, right? Some vatos out there in the fields really getting down with the get down. And he comes from that. He stems from that. Dudes in Tulare County are not impressed. They're not tripping. They know what's out there. Hey, having been in Norteño, I know how we used to talk. And when it was small little tiny towns where there was Southerners, because there was a big influx of paisas right there, and there were Southsiders that were in that area holding it down, right? We used to say, man, we ain't going to waste our time going out there. There's nothing but a gang of paisas out there. We ain't tripping on them, right? And that was the truth. Even though there were Southerners in them areas, it was just like it is what it is. Straight up. But, of course, when Tommy Gunz is going in on Swifty, bringing his name up, disrespecting him, Swifty gets off where he's mad at. And he goes to the old go-to, the GoPro, right? Sur gang. He goes to the old, you know what I mean? My name is Tommy Gunz. And he says this, right? That, bro, you ain't from the double S. You basically can't speak on double S politics and all that shit because you're not from there. You're not a real one. I knew eventually, man, Tommy Gunz is going to find himself in a situation where he's going to feel and understand that them dudes don't really care about you, bro. If you're not from that area, eventually, and look, Swifty did it first, they're going to call you on your bullshit and they're going to be like, hey, bro, you could put all the tattoos and crack stars and all that you want all over your body, but that doesn't mean you're from Southern California. You know, I hear Tommy Gunz and I like Tommy Gunz's music, right? You could tell by the woo, right? Buster. He's crazy. But, you know, hey, I like to go to the store. When I go there, the guy says I can grab some more. When I grab more, I go out to the car because I'm in there with the whore. And it's the homie and his name is Trap Lord. And hey, look, here's the truth of the matter and the facts. The facts are, right? If you're not from there, eventually Vatos are going to call you on your bullshit and you're going to be outcasted. Because no matter how much you cut it, slice it, and dice it, you're never going to be from LA. I've seen interviews with Tommy Gunz where he's like, them dudes from up north, they just want to be like us down here. Bro, you're not even from down there. You're from up here, right? You're from up north, bro. And you got to play your role. You got to roll with the punches. Now, look. And this is not like Swifty hates on upstaters. That's far from the truth because if you remember, he used to fuck with Chito Ranas, who's an upstater from Howell Park in Sacra. He used to fuck with Jalisco right before he passed, an untimely passing in the city of San Jose. Like he's fucked with upstaters pretty consistently. So it wasn't never a Southsider, upstater hatred at all. But when someone from Northern California disrespects him, he's going to call him on his bullshit. And no, did he go in? He talked about getting selled up and lubing up and doing all kinds of wet and wild shit. He got on his Diddy shit, right? That vato said, if you guys were selled up, you'd be Supermaning the floor. I believe I can fly. Right? He hit you with the Arkells, right? Man, don't go in on Arkells. He hit you with the Arkells /DA/ the more money we come across, the more money Tommy sees. Right? He hit you with some bad shit, Tommy Cameras. He wasn't fucking around. That vato said, you ain't from down here from the double S, you know, show some paperwork. And ultimately, that's what you have to do. See, Tommy Gunz is young, and he don't understand. He's never been in prison. But from what I hear, he's going to have to go do a year in the county jail. I think it's kind of famous. He got an 11-day run about the county, right? in LA, that Vato got out like fucking I am Batman. He got out like, I am Superman. Let me explain something to you. If you're speaking on a man's name and you don't have paperwork in your car, in the car that you represent, you are going to be held responsible for disrespecting that man if you do not have P-Dub. You can't go based off what people on the internet are saying. You can't go based off what the streets are saying. You have to go off facts, my boy, and that's just what it is. It just is what it is, man. I know it ain't fair, homie, and I know you want to talk shit, but if you're going to talk shit, you need to have some concrete facts before you talk shit. Now, I got some concrete facts that says Tommy Gunz is from Tulare County. Okay? Swifty says he's running from the Nortes, and that's why he went down south. I don't believe that's the case either. I believe that Vato understands that he's embraced down there in LA. He's embraced down there in Southern California. There's a lot of Southsiders that see, hey, man, there's a meal ticket right there, man. There's a brother / another man out there making money. We can get in with that. And so he's getting love. But at the same time, while you're getting love, them real dudes from LA, from South Central, from Nella, from Sela, from all that harbor area, all that area, homie, even the Valle, San Fernando, the 818, all that, right? San Fe, IE, San Diego, Southern California, Long Beach, that's it, right? They're going to feel, even the Inland Empire, they're going to feel some type of way. You're never going to be from where they're from. You're welcomed. You're a visitor. You're a guest. You're basically a tourist. And when you fuck up and you say something bad about a native of that area, you are going to be just that from up north. Immediately, that Vato say you're running from the Nortes, you're a Norte, or basically you're from up there and all that. See, I told you, right? You're never going to be what is considered a Southerner from Southern California. So when you're like, hey, the Norteños want to be like down there, you want to be like down there too, bro. You want to be like down there worse than they do. Because, hey, in real life, bro, you're the one over there portraying like you're from down there when you're not. You are an Oakland A's fan, bro, going to Dodger Stadium. Stop it. Just because you throw on a Dodger jersey doesn't make you from L.A. I used to tell my homeboy that he used to be all L.A.'d out. This is way when we were little kids, man. Oh, man, I got family in L.A. Yeah. Well, listen here, fucking Earl Hershiser. Just because you got a Dodger jersey on doesn't mean you're fucking from South Central, stupid. You know, oh, man, you don't understand. Look, just because you ate a Tommy burger, Tommy, doesn't mean you're from fucking Florence, right? It's enormity and shit. At the end of the day, Swifty Blue called him out on his shit. It's because Tommy Gunz went on a podcast and disrespected Swifty Blue. He's getting very comfortable in his skin in Southern California. And I'm not going to say that there's not a lot of vatos that support you and that fuck with you. But be very aware, eh? Be very aware of how dudes really feel about you. Because when you upset them, you are no longer going to be a Sur gang. You're going to be a dude from up north. And that's the facts. And you can't deny it. And all that cracked star bullshit you got on your forehead talking about, oh, I got a cracked star. Have you got one? I mean, I'm sure Swifty probably got a cracked starfish. I don't know what he's got going on. But one thing I do know is he ain't scared of you. He said he'll put you in a headlock. Pop your biscuit. That Vato was talking about selling up and doing something grimy shug. You done brought out grimy shug. That Vato was, man. Hey, and Swifty, what are you doing, bro? You know, I like Swifty Blue. So again, I fuck with Swifty Blue. You know what I'm saying? The southern side, not the other side. I call him Swifty Red sometimes. Because I ain't gonna lie, he shows a lot of respect to the Northerners, right? But that motherfucker right there, Swifty, he got a good head on his shoulder. That fool's getting healthy. I seen him in the marathon the other day. He was running around talking about, so that's it, right? He was getting his on. Tommy, you ain't ready for that, bro. Dad Vato said he would take you into the cell and get romantical with you. Look, bro, your best bet is to stay away from that dude and stay away from talking about another Southerner, homie. Someone who represents what you represent or what you aspire to represent without paperwork. When someone brought up Swifty's name, you were quick to judge him and to throw him under the bus. You don't even know that Vato like that. Hey, you know what they say? It's a big planet, but it's a small world. And if you're running around Southern California and you got something to say, I'm sure you guys could hook up. Obviously, Swifty going in as hard as he went, talking about lubing up and all kinds of that. Hey, he wants to see you on a whole nother level. So, again, Tommy Gunz finds himself caught up in another fucking situation with another Southsider arguing. He argues with Blanco 15. He disrespected Lucky from Hoodstocks. Like, bro, you're gonna wear out your welcome. I'm telling you, them dudes in LA are gonna be like, hey, ese, what's up with that Africano? Look, and that's where it went. Did you see it? Did you see what Swifty did? I'm gonna play it again and listen close. He said you were scared of the North is. You ain't from the double S. You're from up north. All the things that I've ever been saying, motherfuckers are going to say about you, Tommy, they said, right? And he even said, man, you're half black. He had to get racial and shit. That's crazy. Let's listen to it one more time.
Blanco don't got to worry about Tommy because I'll put that little boy in a chokehold. I'll choke him out, trying to call me an informant. You don't know nothing about the Sud, my boy. You ain't even from the double S. You from Tulare, bro, from Pixley, wherever the you from. You from the outskirts. Out of here, bro. I'm from the double S. Fool. I'm South Central. I'm in the land. Fool. I'm from Paramount. I'm saying I live in South Central, fool. I'm out here, fool. Don't play with me. Take your ass back to Tulare. Come find something. You gonna find something. Put your ass in a little chokehold. Fuck ass little boy. Playing with me. Trying to call me an informant. Show me some paperwork. Everybody knows Tommy Buns is a fake ass wannabe essay that should have ran black. That's scared of the Nortes, running around looking goofy as. Don't play with me, dog. Don't play with me, because I really put that little boy in a chokehold. I really put his head right here. Put him in a chokehold. Like, don't play with me, little boy. I'll turn him to my Tommy Buns. I'll turn him to my who's my celly in jail. You'll be my bitch. I'll have you on a leash. Can Superman in the floor. I'll lube him up real nice.
That man said you should have ran with the black car, homie. Should have ran with the others. Right? Because you're from the other side, not the southern side. Anyways, with that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know what you think. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly and honestly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. This video right here is just for funds, man. But, man, Tommy Gunz, you're getting a lot of arguments with dudes from that double S Sud gang. You need to calm down, bro. I'm telling you, it could end ugly. This video is sponsored by Barrio Liquors in Turlock, California, which is located in the Central Valley up north. In Northern California, man, make sure you go get you something cold to drink at the Barrio. Also by Sticks and Stones Yard Service in Tucson, Arizona. If you need a smooth, cool estimate on some yard work in Tucson, man, make sure you tap in with Sticks and Stones Yard Service. He got you like Swifty got Tommy. Boing.